are 75% of the way through the NFL season, and today we're going to be discussing something that we don't really ever talk about, the forgotten child of the NFL, the second down. All of these simulations are brought to you by our friends at AWS, and Eric Eager ran the numbers, so talk to me about the second down.
Yeah, I mean, second down is sort of like the middle child of NFL downs, right? You look at first down, and there's always this idea of, okay, we need to be efficient on first down, and we've seen teams, as a result, throw the ball more every single year, basically, except for, a couple years with quarterback injuries on first down. And then, third down, we always talk about this as the money down. The Eagles won the Super Bowl in 2017 based upon a quarterback who did terrifically on third down and not so great on early downs. The Seattle Seahawks right now are a similar team, run, and then pray that Russell Wilson converts third downs for them. And that, while not very sustainable, can win you some money in the NFL over the course of, multiple seasons even. But second down is kind of the forgotten one. And, the thing about second down is it really reveals how teams approach football, right? An incomplete pass on first down, the conservative teams are going to try to run the ball on second down to try to avoid third and long. Whereas, I think the more intelligent teams are just going to throw again on second down and try to pick up a first down before they get to third down. Because we know the best third down conversion is to avoid it altogether. But, it's a very important down. I think it's overlooked. And there are some teams here in the NFL who have great offenses because they approach second down better than everybody else.
As a middle child myself, I feel for the second down. Everybody pays attention to the first child and, of course, the third down. That makes you a little bit anxious. But in layman's terms, what constitutes as the correct decision on a second down? Yeah,
it actually varies with distance to go, right? So on second and long, generally speaking, the positive expected value play is to throw the football. But on second and short, the positive expected value play is to run the ball oftentimes because running the football in short yardage is more efficient than throwing. So when we look at these teams and how smart they've been on second down, it's not just what their pass rate is, right? It's mostly, sort of are they being optimal in terms of field position, distance to go, and then secondarily look at, okay, how efficient are these teams on those downs? Because there are some seasons, for example, 2017 with the Jaguars, where they were making bad decisions on second down, but they were getting lucky and being successful on them. And those things tend to regress as the Jaguars did. And so, sort of looking at those things, you can really gain some insight into, okay, what offenses are actually making good decisions and what offenses are not and probably will regress in the future.
So basically, a good decision is the ability to actually get points or the probability to get points. So let's take a look at some of these decision makers that excel in this area. No surprise, Andy Reid, who is a Hall of Fame caliber coach in Kansas City. He does so with a pretty good quarterback, too.
Yeah, I mean, there's no mistake here when you have a team like Kansas City, which has been one of the best teams in the NFL since Andy Reid took over in 2013 with quarterbacks like Alex Smith, but now Patrick Mahomes, that Andy Reid is really, spinning the plates well here on middle downs here. One of the interesting things with them is that they basically run play action as a function of the number of run plays more than anybody in the NFL, and that is, and it's not particularly close. We know that play action is efficient. We know that play action on early downs is especially efficient, and Andy Reid does a brilliant job here.
Yeah, play action is efficient, and they do need to get it done on offense because their secondary and their defense has been struggling mightily this season. Yep. So let's take a look at Dallas. Obviously, Jerry thinks that his world is falling down by his own terms, but they're not bad at second down decisions.
Yeah, Dallas's issue is not on the offensive side of the ball. In fact, Dak Prescott has been, vastly improved this season. I think a lot of it has to do with Kellen Moore, running the correct play per se on second down. He's been, and again, as a result, Dak Prescott's been put in a position to be the second most valuable player in the NFL this year behind Russell Wilson, through that efficiency.
Yeah, they're letting Dak Prescott throw on second and longs, which is impressive. They're saving those running backs in Tony Pollard and Ezekiel Elliott for those moments when they know they might get points.
Yep.
And thirdly, let's talk about New England. Speaking of the sky is falling, they are getting it done without receivers.
Yeah, there's no mistake that the reason why they're 10-2, despite not having any wide receivers, as you said, because the thing that you can do to help poor personnel offensively is to be deceptive. They run the ball on a league high 81% of second and 4 or less, which again is making up for the fact they don't have receivers to throw throw to on those downs. And they're also, running play action and passing, a great deal of the time as well, which again is going to cause separation for receivers like N'Keal Harry, Jacoby Myers, guys that are not particularly good at getting separation on their own. And of course, they have Julian Edelman as well. So, the Patriots don't look good personnel-wise, but they somehow are getting the job done in most games because they're coaching really well offensively. And Josh McDaniels has been that type of coach, for basically his entire tenure in New England.
Yeah, no doubt. Josh McDaniels, Bill Belichick, good coaches? I think so.
Yep.
Right? And then you've got Tom Brady at quarterback, so not a lot to fret about there.
You can't lose very much there.
Can't lose a lot of sleep in New England. All right, well, thanks for tuning in. All of these simulations were powered by our friends at AWS. We'll see you next time.
You want to get rid of me and get back to more great PFF YouTube content? All you have to do is push that button right there and subscribe. Thanks for watching.